Hi, good morning, Jim. First of all, thank you for replying to my message. And like I said, I want to be showing you how many people are looking for your services, a few tips on how can you, um, if you decide to get a website or back to your website and get it up and running, a few tips on how can it can generate clients for you. Okay, so the first thing that I see here, you only have a Google Business profile, but you don't have any reviews, anything like that. So that'll be the first thing. If you have any clients that you have worked with, if they're willing to give you a review, that's going to be really helpful. And I'll show you why in a few seconds. The other thing that I was saying, I don't see you have a website up and running. So I'm sorry if you hear something. My little kid is around here. Anyway, um, your website is not up and running, so I'm not sure if you were aware of that. But let's see. If I go to Google and I type HVAC East Haven, Connecticut, which I believe is the main area that you want to cover, the first thing when I see here, this is sponsored by Google. You pay to be there. It's like a Google ads, pretty much. Okay. Then you have your map section, which you could definitely be there if your Google Business profile, which I was mentioning before, right here. We'll start to have some reviews. You have some relevant content, which I'll explain in a few seconds, and optimized images. Okay. Like I said, reviews are very important. When you start having reviews, you need to reply to those reviews. But you can see here, it's at the top three. Then on the organic result, we have number one, Viglione Heating and Cooling. Number two, we got this Quality Mechanical Corporation. And just a quick tip, not a tip, actually, a quick fact is that 70% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top three here, in the top three here. That means that less than 30% will actually scroll down all the way to the end of the page and not even go to the second or third page. So all the traffic will be focused here on the top of positions, and I'll show you in a second. So let's see why these guys are ranking number one. Of course, they're ranking for the homepage right here. But here's the thing: anybody can have a website. Don't get me wrong, and I mean no disrespect to anybody, but just a few website developers know that if you want to be showing up on Google, you need relevant content. When I say content, I'm talking about all the text that your website should have. When you add this content, this type of text, you got to make sure that you add relevant keywords like HVAC services Connecticut, for example, these guys, air conditioning installation in Bradford, Connecticut, and then surround that keyword with relevant content. Why it is important? Because when you publish your website, Google reads all of this, all of the text. See, they have a lot of text here. So they read all of that, they analyze it, and if it doesn't make sense on their end, if it doesn't meet their criteria, you're not going to be showing up on Google. Simple as that. So it's very important, and it will be ideal if they have an actual human being, but they have a software that goes through every single website, because you can imagine thousands of websites being uploaded every single day. No, so it actually reads, and again, if it doesn't make sense, you're not going to be seeing any results. Now to the fun part. I use this tool called Ahrefs, and what this does, it picks that up from a website based on Google criteria. So we can see here that these guys are being found for 183 keywords, and they have around 326 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites or other websites that are mentioning your business name or your name or your website. And this will give you the power so you can be found on Google. So you can keep climbing positions, be on top. It's like a popularity contest. I always say this in all my videos. Think about like a popularity contest. The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, the more relevant you're going to become, the more relevant you're going to stay. Same thing happens here with backlinks. Okay. So we can see here that they're being found for 183 keywords based on the content that they have on the website, not only on the homepage. And they have people that support the credibility in the eyes of Google, of course, in comparison to yours. Let's see if I have here. Okay. Of course, your website is not up and running, but you don't have any keywords, and you only have 6 backlinks. Again, if it was being done by weeks, very difficult to really have a tracking on that. Make sure that actually works. But anyway, Let's see what kind of keywords these guys are being found for really quick. Give it a second. Okay, so the first one that we see here, HVAC New Haven, which, you're in New Haven pretty much. So I'm not sure if you would like to cover the whole area, but for the purpose of the video, there's 70 searches a month. That means that there's roughly 70 searches, 70 people searching this every month. And because they're ranking on number 5, they're getting 8 visits. If you ask me, this will be translated to 8 chances they get every single month to get a client that is looking for HVAC in New Haven. New Haven HVAC. Oops, give it a second. Again, a variation from this one, another 70 searches a month because they're ranking again number 6, they get another 5. So just between these two, 13 chances they get to get a client every month. I'm not sure if you cover Guilford, Connecticut, but again, 20 searches because they're ranking number 4, another 3. So we do the math, right? Over 15 chances they're getting just for that. Let's do something else. Let's try New Haven HVAC. And the first thing you're going to see here again, you got guaranteed by Google. You pay to be there. Then we have the map section. And again, you can easily be here. Okay. In the organic result, we have New Haven registered. This is like a directory kind of thing. On number 2, we got these guys, modern heating and air conditioning. Let's see why these guys are ranking number 2 as well. So we can see here that they have a huge, nice website layer, right? They have images, they have text, they have, say content for the purpose of the video. They have content here, more images, contact us now, more content here, more content. Okay, so they understand the value of content, right? If we look their numbers, see here, 456 backlinks. Again, this is not about the quantity, it's about the quality. It gets to a point. Because I have sites with this amount and rating is double or triple. But let's see the keywords that they're being found for really quick. This will give you another perspective. So HVAC Connecticut, if you cover the whole state, there's 350 searches a month because of ranking number 6, they're getting 28 visits. So that's quite a lot. Let's see, New Haven HVAC, 70 searches a month because they're ranking number 2, they're getting 10 visits. So we get the idea. And what they say they're ranking number 2 is because they're ranking below the map section. Let me show you this really quick so you have a better understanding on this ranking thing. Yeah, we have this one, the register, and number 2. Okay, so they're not taking in consideration the map section in this case, which sometimes is weird. But you can see here, number 2. Let's keep going. Again, I'm not sure if you cover Hamden, Connecticut, but there's 50 searches a month because they're ranking number 3. They're getting another 7. So we do the math, and those are chances. Those are people that are looking for the type of services that I believe you provide. I mean, your website is not up and running, so a little bit hard to tell. Anyway, I hope you find this information useful. Like I said, it's good to know all this perspective. If you want to keep going on social media trying to get clients, this is a really good alternative, a good option because your competition is doing it and they're getting clients. Now, like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know. But other than that, thank you for watching.